your weekly therapy session. I'm Miss Lee here on the Loyal BB and Fan Show. I know everybody is upset. I understand. So tonight you can express your feelings. It's okay to be upset. It's okay to be disappointed. It's okay to be mad. This is not what we expected. This is not the standards that we are used to at Kentucky with basketball. It is perfectly fine. The thing is, we have to remember not to bash the players. Hey, Tina, don't bash the players. You can talk all you want about how bad they're playing. You can talk all you want about how we need to get it together, but we don't bash character of players. As a person, as a kid playing ball, they're under stresses that we could never possibly understand. And it's easy to say, "I'm done. I'm done." But we've only got 5 games in, folks. 5 games. We have a whole schedule ahead of us. We have a whole lot to improve on. I'm looking forward. I'm hoping that it's gonna happen. Chris, you're right. They need to get it together. They need to come together. They need to figure out what the problems are. They need to make adjustments. Um, Interesting fact that Shane pointed out is we've played 5 games, 63 different 5-man lineups. Only 47 of those played for 3 minutes together. There's got to be something found to where we have a set lineup. Changing them around and making them so mismatched is not gonna help. Only one lineup is played in all 5 games. This isn't gonna work. It's gotta be found out. It's gotta be figured out. You can't just keep throwing guys in willy-nilly and think that something's gonna work. Guys don't get a chance to learn to play together if you don't keep them together. Yes, I understand Oway missed some practices and some games or some warm-ups and stuff with the team at first because of his turf toe. Yes, I understand that there's so much going on with the players. We are deep. But if you can't find a lineup that works, the bench doesn't matter. It's just got to be done. Uh Peanut, you're right. Play the guys that have intensity and effort. Play the guys that are being physical. Play the guys that are actually doing their job. Even if it means changing things up and keeping guys in there that you normally wouldn't start. Look at the analytics. Pope, you're an analytical coach. You're an analytical person. Look at the stats. Look at the analytics. Take your 5 best guys and put them in there. Aberdeen, Chandler, Cam, and Malachi. Yes. So, and Peanut, thank you. Guys, give me your best 5. Just like Peanut just did. Give me your best 5. Because, evidently something's got to be changed. And don't mind me real quick. I'm just messaging my neighbors to come get my groceries. But, something has to change. But like I said, it's okay to be mad. It's okay to be upset as fans, we expect more. This is not going to be a long show tonight. Um, I just wanted to come up in here and give you guys a space to say your feelings. Tell me how you're feeling. Tell me what you want to see change. I mean, besides the fact winning and us doing what we need to do. Tell me how you feel. This is a session tonight for you to express your feelings. Yeah, like Shane said, this is a big blue therapy session, y'all. So do it. Tell me how you feel. I know I'm mad. I know I'm upset. I'm just APO, it is Annabelle. The remnants of Annabelle are left in Lexington. I gotta hope that's all it is. Um, but I love you guys, and I'm here tonight for you all to tell me your thoughts and feelings. Let me be your I'm not gonna say Dr. Ruth, because if you remember Dr. Ruth, that's not a good person to use. Um, Shane says Aberdeen, Chandler, Cam, Jelly, and Moreno. You know what? I would totally go with that because I think if Jelly got to start, I think it would be a different player. And because I think coming off the bench, he sits and sits and sits. But I think if you bring him in right off the bat, he will be fired up and ready to go. And with that being said, some of these players, like we talked about last night, take a while to get warmed up when they get in the game. They're not just ready to come in and play, shoot the lights out. It takes a little bit for them to get warmed up. But if you don't leave them in long enough to get to that point, or you pull a player right when they're starting to get hot, how is that helping anybody? If a player's hot, leave them in. I don't care what's going on with everybody else. If they're hot, leave them in. Rewatched the game last night, painful as it was. He has a beef with Aberdeen and Mo. There's a lot of rumors going around. A lot of things are being said as far as what the issues are. We don't talk about it because we're not there. We don't see it. We don't live it. We're not in the locker rooms. We're not at practices. We don't know for sure. Nobody knows for sure what's exactly going on. Whatever it is needs to be fixed, and it needs to be fixed now. They don't look at each other. And there may be something going on. I don't know. But like I said, we're not going to speculate on that because we're not there. The guys don't have an identity, as Pope said. And honestly, and I keep saying this, until JQ comes in, I think we're going to have a hard time defending against the bigs. But we can't let them take up, open threes every time. That's just not going to happen. But like I said, I don't know what's going on. I'm not there, so we don't speculate. It is what it is, and I hope it gets changed fast. I hope some changes are made. I would like to see us get more physical. Our defense was kind of nonchalant last night. Our offense sucked. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. It's the way it is. Yeah, I'm upset. But am I going to bash my team? No. Am I going to say I'm never going to watch them or I'm done with them? No. It's only 5 games. I'm just going to have faith we can turn this around and make it better. We don't go in the paint enough, Chris, and I've been saying that all year. The only way we're going to win games is to go in the paint because you're guaranteed points. If it's 2 free throws because you missed, and you're going to draw a foul. If you're going to if you go up and you make the basket, you've got an and one. You're guaranteed. Plus, get the guys in foul trouble. Make them foul out. Their benches aren't as deep as ours. That would to me would be smart play. You're right. Exactly, Shane. They don't even have to be post ups. Just paint touches. Touch the paint. You're going to do a lot more if you touch the paint. How do you expect if you're out and shooting threes, nobody's around you, or if they are, they're not going to foul you. We're the only ones that do that. Um, but they're not going to foul you. So why not go for sure points? Go in the paint, go to the rim, touch the paint. Somebody in every play needs to be touching the paint. That's all I got to say about that because that's just the way it is. We're not going to win games trying to shoot 35 threes that we're not making. That's not going to win us a game. So, I really, I want to see this team gel. They just don't. Exactly, Chris. Use the guys in the middle, but put somebody in the middle that's going to be physical. We can't play soft. We need to be a physical team. We used to be a team that was feared because of our physicality. And I'm just gonna say it. Just gonna say it, just like BC. Wish we had a Carl Anthony Towns type player right now on this team. Because there is nobody on this team that is as physical and wants to battle in boards like Carl Anthony Towns. So I wish we had that kind of player. I'm hoping that JQ could be that player But until he is, somebody needs to step up, and I'm sorry, but Brandon Garrison does not need to start. Oh, Sheboy, yeah, Oscar would be a good one too. Either one of those, for sure. But I you just can't. Our bigs need to step up. They're playing too soft. Moreno is coming along. I've seen a lot of improvement in Moreno over the past few games. He's really getting more physical. He's staying at the rim more. He's getting some putbacks. He's getting some rebounds. I like the way he's progressing. But it seems to me like BG is not progressing. It seems like BG is stuck. And I'm not trying to put him down. It's his gameplay, not him as a person. I just think he's stuck in a rut with his gameplay. Um, I really believe that he should be benched and come off the bench and put Moreno in his place. Moreno to me has earned it. He's been playing so much better, and I really believe he's earned it. Jelly is better than BG. Honestly, I would believe that because I love me some Jelly. Y'all know he's been one of my favorite players all along. But I think he's got more physicality to him. I think he's faster. I think he's better at creating turnovers. Chris, that's exactly right. I think he's better at creating turnovers because he's fast. So I really believe that Jelly should get more playing time. Yeah, when guards switch off on Jelly, he's good at switching. He doesn't stand there like a deer in the headlights. He's really good at switching up. And so I really wish, not which, but it could be a wish. But I really wish that he would get more playing time for sure. But like I said, you can't play a guy for 2 minutes, and then when they start getting in a rhythm and start getting hot, take them out of the game. Let them play through it if they're having issues. Let them play through it. How can it get better if you don't let them play it out? I'm not saying keep them in there for 10 minutes straight if they're not doing well, but give them longer than 2 minutes. We've got plenty of fouls to give. We've got plenty of players that can get them. We're not using them. You're right. We're not using them. And we need to do that. And as an analytical coach, you would think that would be one of the things that Mark Pope would factor in. I would like to see us foul more. When you're sitting there and you've got 2 fouls and they've made how many threes? I'm sorry, but on a couple of those, the way they were shooting free throws, I would have rather seen us foul because they were not shooting free throws well. But too many open threes were taken. There was one dude was in the corner all by himself. Everybody was over on this side of the court. He was over here, and there was nobody around him. Malachi needs to play 25, 30 minutes a game. Let BG have the other 15. But that's my opinion. And Peanut, yes, I see you're putting that now. He does. He needs. He great minds, Peanut. Um, but I really do feel like Hope needs to give these guys time to play. You can't put somebody in for 2 minutes and then it not work. It's just not going to work. And Mo's coming around. Mo's starting to get more physical, and I do like to see that. And I got this to say: if you got a beef with anybody on the team, take it out on the court. Take it out on the other players on the other team. Don't take it out on each other and screw up that mix, that cohesiveness that we need. If you're mad, pretend like your person you're guarding on the other team is that person. Get physical, knock him around. Play some play some Boogie Cousins ball. Something, but get physical. We cannot play if we're out there like, okay. And let me say this, I've said it more than once. I want Mark Pope to get mad just once. I don't need to see him cuss. That would be cool. But I just want to see him get mad. Like mad. Don't walk around like this the whole time with your kumbaya attitude. Get mad. Show us that you are passionate. We know you say you're passionate, but get mad. When the team is going down the crapper, get mad. We do. We get mad. We were all upset last night. We were all mad. We have a right to be as a fan base with our expectations, but we also have to look at it's only 5 games. There is still plenty of time to turn this around. SEC play has not started. All we can do is hope that Coach Pope gets it together before SEC play starts and finds some kind of formula that works. Because as we all know, the SEC is physical. And if we're not physical, we're not going to win. We're just not. There's not a lot that can be said. We just have to get through it and go on. I've got a playlist on my phone of songs that make me cry when I need to cry. Don't think I didn't play that last night. I did. I played it. I cried. Everybody's allowed to. It's just what we do. Son of a gunner says Cam Collins, JJ Trent, and Aberdeen are the only cats that need to shoot threes. I, you know, I'm going to agree with that because those are the ones that we know can hit them. Those are the ones that, but I'll be honest, Jasper Johnson, he needs to fine tune a little bit. I think it's being young and playing on this stage. I think that really, yes, we'll add Jelly into that mix, Shane, because Jelly came in second in the 3-point contest. So Jelly needs to be added into that mix. My man, Jelly. Uh, APO. I'm not accepting the narrative UK has only role players and backups. You know, Aberdeen killed us, and never want to see Mo again after last year. These are good players. Yeah. Um. I. Oh no, Chris Ortega does not need to be shooting threes. Ortega. Ortega needs. Yeah. And even wide open, he still shouldn't shoot them. Ortega needs to go touch the paint, go to the rim like he did last year because that's where he had his success. And Owe even said in his post game that it's on him, that he's not playing as hard as he can and he's not doing what he should. So he should be leading this team. I don't think he's stepped up to be that leader. And I think that's part of the problem with the team. I don't think we have that leader. I don't think we have one person that is an actual leader on that team. I think there's too many that are trying to be, but I don't think there's any actual one person that leads that team. I just don't. I think there needs to be more cohesiveness. We need to get along. Everybody just needs to get along and play as a team. It almost feels like this team is built for waiting for JQ the way the defense plays requires. Exactly. It is. It's like they're waiting for JQ to come play. But you can't do that. You can't do that. You can't sit and wait for JQ saying, "Oh, well, we'll be better then." Do I think we'll be better then? Yes. Do I think that they need to be sitting around waiting? No. Somebody needs to step up and change the narrative. We've got to find a replacement. And the only person I see being a replacement right now is Moreno because he's actually putting in the effort. Southern Soul, you're right. Nobody's happy. Chris, I would like, yes, yes. Go back to last year's OA. The team got along. Everybody got along. It was much better. Yeah. I don't think, I mean, Pope's not going anywhere. Do we all wish that we would have better results being this is the second year? Yes. Um, but like I said, 5 games. 5 games. And Shane, you're right. Collins Handler being the leader of the team is not what we expected. But if he's the one that needs to step up and do it, then he's the somebody needs to take account of well, they all need to take accountability. Um, but they need to make sure that they fix the issues within the team first, or when JQ does come back, it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter if we've got the best shot blocker, you know, dunker, whatever on the team if the rest of the team is disconnected. Find some glue, put it together, make it stick, and then all we can do is get better. Ortega needs to drive the ball and get established there before he shoots a three. He needs to be present. I don't know where he's been. I'm praying for him. The team, no chemistry yet. MJ, exactly. It just seems like everybody's disconnected. I don't think it's just Ortega. I think it's everybody. But Ortega does better in the paint, and that's where he needs to be. Southern Soul, correct. Moreno was. He was the one trying to calm everybody down. You can't go around arguing with your team going into a timeout. You can't be mouthing and yelling at each other. Does that help anybody? No. Dougie, I discussed that earlier. We're not speculating on anything. We're not there. We don't know what's going on. There's lots of rumors flying around, but we're not going to touch on those because they're just that rumors. I'm not in the locker room. I don't know. So we just, nobody really knows for sure what's going on. There's lots of rumors and we're not going to play into those rumors. So that's why that's not a subject we discuss. So we don't bash players' character. You can say their game is trash, but as people and as kids, we don't talk bad about their character. What's up, Sam? Like I said, this is going to be a very quick show tonight. Got a few minutes left. There's just not a lot to say tonight, but we will be back for the pregame um, on Friday. Yeah, Friday. Forget what day it is, y'all. We will be back for the pregame against Loyola. And what time is that? Is that a 7? Let me look. We play them at 7. So the pregame will be at 6, guys, on Friday. So just to let you know about that. I believe we will be okay. I believe that it's just going to take time and it's going to take Coach Pope putting his foot in somebody's butt or a few somebody. But something has to change. We have to get along. Nobody, nobody's do. Mark Pope. Yeah. Wayne says Mark Pope played disappointed dad very well last night. He did look like a disappointed dad. He really did. But being disappointed and not making changes, what good does it do? The guys have to play for the name on the front instead of worrying about their own petty personal issues with each other or whatever. When you put that jersey on, when you put that jersey on, you need everything else needs to go out the window. It's just like when you go to your job, your personal stuff needs to stay outside. Same principle. Same principle. Um, Big Mike does his shows. He does the football shows and post game shows. Daryl, so he'll be on Monday night. He's in Saudi Arabia right now. So, uh, but he'll be on the post game on Friday, I believe, possibly, and he will be on pregame for football, possibly, and the football game, and then Monday night is his show. So that's when he'll be on. What is everyone's pick for the Kentucky Vanderbilt game Saturday? We'll do that real quick, guys, before we get out of here. What's your pick for the Kentucky Vanderbilt football game on Saturday? Who you got? I'm gonna say Kentucky because I said we're gonna have 7 and 5. Yeah, Cutter and Pavia gonna have to fight it out. It is. It's a total quarterback matchup. Our defense needs to step up too, though. We're gonna really need that defense. So, what's your all's pick for football? Kentucky or Vandy? I'm gonna take Kentucky. I'm gonna roll with us. So, Pava's 2 wins, Kentucky 0, or Pavia 2. Amy, you're right. Moreno needs to start. Mm, I'm still oh, Vandy 38-28. MJ says Kentucky beats Vandy. I'm going with you. I'm right there with you, MJ. Right there with you. One thing we have to do on Saturday is keep Pavia in the pocket. Yes, that's the only way we're gonna beat them. Honestly, if we can keep him in the pocket, keep him from getting loose, I think we got a chance at this game. I really do. We just got to keep him from getting loose. Kentucky with a game-winning field goal. Oh yeah, that would be sweet. I don't know if it's going to be that high of a scoring game, but do I think we're going to win it with just a field goal? Probably. Jane, yeah. Shane just said, "Y'all in my ear. It takes us 3 games to score that much." That's hilarious. Except for the last game, we actually did in the last game. So there's that. Peanut says he's not assuming anything with Kentucky. That's why he picks Vandy. Keep Pavi on his backside. Yes, put him in the dirt. I want to see people, cornerbacks, and everybody step up and put him down. Get him. Well, guys, I love you here at the Loyal BB and Fan Show. You know, we're here for you guys. We love everything you do. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Um, I will be back on Friday. Jimmy Jam should be back with me for the pregame against Loyola. Our pregame will start at 6 Eastern, 5 Central. So I hope you guys have a good next couple days. We love you guys. We're here for you. I hope you've enjoyed your therapy session. Everybody,